Okay, so I've managed to catch Mr. Bubble here. He's a little bit frazzled and a little bit upset with me that I caught him. It's a bit difficult filming here with one hand, but as you can see, I have him. I am holding him in such a way that he cannot hurt himself. So let me allow to show you guys how I'm holding him. If I turn my hand like this, you can see I have his feet between my index finger and my middle finger so that I'm holding him tight. I have my thumb over his wings so that he cannot open his wings. And I'm doing this because this is the safest way to hold them. Like this, they cannot escape from your grasp, they cannot fly off. If they struggle, there is no harm that will be done to their feathers. So yeah, this is the correct way to hold your pigeon. If you're unfamiliar, it is always best to hold with two hands, but because I'm holding my phone with the other hand to record, this is how I'm holding it. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and prop my phone up against the cage here and record for you guys and show you how to visually inspect your bird. Okay, so I have propped my phone up here against the side of the cage and I'm going to be showing you guys how to visually inspect your bird. I hope that from this angle you can actually see what I'm doing. And yeah, so holding my bird correctly, as you can see, I have his feet between my index finger and my middle finger. I have my thumb over his wings. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to visually inspect him. So if you're visually inspecting a bird for health, the first thing I always do is I'll gently take them on their face. I have my index finger at the back of his head and I have my thumb just on the tip of his beak. This is just to hold him so that I can easily inspect him. I can now check out his eyes if I need to. If I want to open his mouth, I can do the same. I don't know if you guys can see that. I can now look inside his mouth. Looking nice and clear. He's a good bird. He's not struggling. So that's just a basic visual inspection of the mouth and his face. Now I'm going to move on to his body. I can take with my thumb and I can rub down his chest, feeling this bone here, which is his breastbone. This bone in general should not be pointed or feel as if you're feeling a bone directly, but instead we want to be feeling his chest muscles, and that means that he's in quite good condition. I will continue to run my thumb all the way down till I get to the bottom over here, and then I'll just run my fingers down bottom half of him just to make sure that everything is okay. I'm just switching to my left hand so I can demonstrate. And as you can see, there is no indication of any of these breastbones, and he is really healthy and well weighted. Next, I'm going to check underneath his feathers. So I'm going to release the right wing from my thumb, but still holding the left wing down. I can now open his wing completely, as well as check underneath his wings for any potential parasites. We will do this on both sides, so I'm switching now to my right hand. I'm still holding him with his feet between my fingers. My thumb is on top of his left wing. And now I'm just opening his wing and visually inspecting both sides. So he's a healthy bird. There is no evidence of parasites on him, and this is also really good. Now I'm going to be checking his tail feathers. What I like to do is rest him against my tummy. It's easier for me because I've got small hands. And now, using my left hand, I can check here on his tail feathers. Again, this is just a visual inspection, just to check that all his feathers are fine, that there's no parasites. It's also a good idea to turn your bird over and check the bottom end. Cool, so once we've inspected the top half of our bird, we're now going to check his feet. So I'm just going to gently turn him to the side. I'm again resting him against my tummy, and now I can check his feet. This will also allow me to check his ID band, so I know who I'm holding. Also allow me to check his toes. So his nails are fairly short. They don't require too much trimming. They're still blunt from when they were trimmed. So I won't be trimming his nails anytime soon. So I hope that gave you guys a really good idea of how to hold your birds correctly, how to inspect them visually. Now, of course, I'm no avian vet, and if you do feel that your bird is perhaps underweight, or maybe they have cloudy eyes, or if you look inside their throats and you see any sort of like a yellowy residue or excessive amount of saliva, I would recommend that in any time that you do a visual inspection with your birds and you are not quite like happy with the visual inspection, that you please do take your bird to see an avian vet. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this really short little video. I just thought it would be really cool to share with everyone. It is so important to know how to handle your birds correctly and safely, so that if at any moment if you need to do so, you can do so. If you guys would like any more tips or tricks, let me know, and I can direct you and help you guys further on how to correctly handle your birds. Thank you, Mr. Bubble, for being our example today. I'm going to let you go now. Thank you. So what I do to let him go, I never like just throw my birds or put them harshly down. I will always take them down to the ground, put them down, and just let them go. And there you go. Now he can go off back to wherever he wants to. Oh, shame. Okay. So yeah, he's a little bit stressed from being handled, but he will get used to being handled over time. All my birds are handled on a regular basis, and that's just to keep them tame and calm and chill when you need to handle them, so that it's not an issue. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.